The newest recipe I've added to my collection of Snack City recipes is for these air fryer tater tots. Having a variety of potatoes living inside of Snack City to fit any one of your moods is the peak of your game. That's how you know you're throwing gas as a meal prepper. So let me show you how I make these tater tots. The recipe starts out with frozen shredded hash browns. You need 2.5 pounds or 1,135 grams of them. If you live in a place where you can't find these frozen shredded hash browns, you can use a regular russet potato. First, you would just need to pass it through a grater and then boil it to soften, and then you can pick up with the regular recipe from there. So with the frozen shredded hash browns, crack open those bags and throw them into a microwave safe dish. You're going to thaw these out in the microwave for a bit so that we can cut them and shape them into form. We're not doing any cooking in the microwave, they're just going in there so they're not frozen anymore. So the time doesn't really make a difference. I would just put them in there for 1-minute intervals and stir them around until the batch is completely thawed. Once thawed, dump the potatoes out on a large cutting board and roughly chop them into small pieces. Just pass your knife through the pile a few times, then again back in the other direction, and repeat this process until you have smaller pieces that resemble diced potato instead of a shredded one. You don't need perfection with these cuts, you just want the potato pieces to be small enough so that the formation of the tot becomes a bit easier. Once everything looks to be good and chopped, transfer the potatoes over into a large mixing bowl. In the bowl with the potatoes, you're going to add 1/3 of a cup or 40 grams of cornstarch or tapioca starch. The starch is going to help the tots stay together. Then add 4 teaspoons or 16 grams of seasoned salt. If you don't have any seasoned salt, you can use regular salt. I would just use a bit less. Mix all the components of that bowl until everything is well combined and incorporated. Next comes the formation of the tots. To prepare for this, have a large sheet pan handy as a place to store all of your formed tots. The formation of the tater tot is going to be done with a cookie scoop. This will make the process go by a bit faster. Grab a scoopful of the potato mixture and then pack it into the cookie scoop with your thumb. You'll want it to be a tight fit, otherwise the tot will just fall apart when you place them on the sheet pan. If your potatoes don't want to stay together even after you pack them into the scoop, you may find that adding more cornstarch will help them stay together, so add a bit more to the bowl and stir it to combine and then try again. I realize that this half ball shape isn't really the traditional tater tot shape, but to get the traditional shape, that would require you to form them into small cylinders by hand, and while this is possible, it seems like it would be a lot more messy and time consuming, so I didn't even attempt it. Once you have all of your tater tots formed, you have 2 options for what you can do with them now. You can fry them all before the freezer, or you can flash freeze them on the sheet pan and air fry them whenever you are ready to eat them. Air frying first will lead to shorter cooking times when you want to reheat them, while freezing at this step means you only have to cook them once, so you save a bit of effort. I don't find there to be any difference in the end product, so I usually go straight to the freezer when I make them. If you decide to cook them now, all you need to do is fill up that air fryer, spray it with a bit of oil, and then air fry at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes, and they should be ready to go. They have finished cooking when the exterior is a wonderful golden brown color and is crispy all the way around. Different types of air fryers can vary in temperature and heating elements, so I always recommend watching what you are cooking carefully. If your tots look like they have good color and are cooked at 8 minutes, pull them out, they're probably done. The more you put into the basket, the longer it will likely take for them to cook, so keep that in mind. The oil spray helps tremendously with browning, but you don't really need to add it in order to cook them if you wanted to save a few calories. I always do add it, and I highly recommend it, but I know that some of you who are competitors are on a tight macro schedule and like to shave calories wherever you can. Each tater tot has about 22 calories and 4.7 grams of carbohydrates. I had mentioned earlier that you can cook these tater tots immediately after you form them, or you can flash freeze them and store them in Snack City uncooked. Here are the steps you should take for the latter method. Take the sheet pan with your formed tater tots and place it into your freezer so that all the tots can flash freeze until they are frozen solid. This will probably take about an hour. Once they are frozen, take them out of the freezer and transfer them over into a large Ziploc bag. The storage process for pre-cooking the tots, if you did that in the earlier step, is going to be the same. Add them all to a large Ziploc bag once they have cooled and store them inside of Snack City in your freezer. If you do decide to go with the pre-cooked method, it is very important that you allow these tots to cool completely before you place them into the Ziploc bag, otherwise they will steam and create moisture inside of that bag, and that will lead to freezer burn later on. Try to remove as much air as possible before you close it up, and now they are ready to store inside of your freezer. As long as you have a cold freezer and you store them properly, these should last a couple of months in your freezer. The process for reheating and cooking the uncooked tots that are now frozen inside of Snack City is basically the same as it was for the method we discussed earlier. Add the tots to the basket of your air fryer and spray the tops with a bit of oil. They'll go into the air fryer at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. They may take a little bit longer because they are uncooked and frozen solid. Just watch them carefully. If you decided to pre-cook the tots and you wanted to reheat them, I add them to the air fryer at 400 degrees, but they'll only take probably 7 or 8 minutes to cook through. These tots have been an awesome addition to Snack City in my household, and I have been plowing through them. Usually I'll eat them as a snack, but sometimes I add them to a meal just so I have some extra food. The full written recipe for how to make these tater tots will be included in the description of this video below, or you can find it on my website, mealprepmanual.com. See you next week.